Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. We begin with this story. Sarawak's own airline, AIRBORNEO, is experiencing a major strategic shift towards complete green energy self-sufficiency. Premier Datuk Peninggidan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg says the carrier could potentially utilize sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, produced entirely from algae in the district of Gedong. According to him, algae has emerged as the latest resource extracted to produce alternative biofuels for the region's aerospace sector. The Premier says he had already demonstrated the feasibility of the eco-fuel by completing a Kuching to Langkawi test flight powered by Sarawak's own biofuel concentrate. Abang Johari announced that he has directed state oil company Petros to study natural gas potential in Gedong after sizable emissions were uncovered during building construction piling works.
Di Gedong, kita bersama dengan orang Jepun. Nama Jepun kompeninya Cetose. Dia akan mengeluarkan kata Nuruddin tadi algae. Dan algae itu menjadi bahan mengeluarkan minyak, termasuklah minyak belon. Mungkin kita dapat keluar tu, Borneo akan guna minyak dari Borneo juga. Mungkin daripada Gedong.
To support this biofuel strategy, the Sarawak government plans to expand its current algae cultivation site in Gedong tenfold, from 100 hectares to approximately 1,000 hectares for commercial farming. The large-scale project will operate in partnership with Japan's Chitose Group, transitioning to native customary land once ongoing regional road infrastructure works are completed. Meanwhile, advisor to the Ministry of International Trade, Industry and Investment, Datuk Sri Muhammad Naruddin Majais, says the site will also feed high-value pharmaceutical and cosmetic supply chains.
Pasal kita cari tanah untuk ladang algae. Dan nescaya di kawasan dulu apabila jalan yang datanglah algae tidak boleh ditanam di kawasan kita dulu tu atas tanah adat dan masa akan datang.
AFFIN Group is entering a strategic partnership with IKEA Malaysia to expand customer access to comprehensive financial and home living solutions. The collaboration combines the AFFIN Home, Reno I and AFFIN Flexi Save I financing schemes, making it easier for Malaysians to plan home purchases, renovations and ownership with greater flexibility and financial convenience. AFFIN Bank's President and Group CEO, Datuk Wan Razli Abdullah, says the partnership aligns with the growing demand for homes that are more comfortable, practical and suited to modern lifestyles.
To support this journey, AFFIN offers AFFIN Home Renovation I, a comprehensive renovation financing solution built around three strands. The first, a comprehensive financing for both interior and exterior renovation works. We will provide financing to up to 120%, covering both your home financing and renovation costs. And lastly, flexible repayment tenors of up to 35 years, making renovations more affordable and financially more manageable.
Under the partnership, Wan Razli says AFFIN credit card holders will also enjoy a 0% interest easy payment plan on selected IKEA purchases. IKEA Malaysia also became AFFIN's preferred home furnishing partner, further expanding the bank's lifestyle and banking ecosystem.
TVS is set to air the popular police show Gerak Khas 2.0 beginning July 3rd. Produced by Sarawak Media Group SMG in partnership with Scoop Productions and directed by renowned filmmaker Datuk Dr. Yusof Haslam, Gerak Khas 2.0 features a fresh storyline with a cast of well-known Malaysian actors alongside local Sarawak talents. Yusof says filming is still ongoing after 6 months, with 30% of the production taking place around Kuching.
Penggambaran di Kuching, dan saya juga akan pergi Kuching sekali lagi. Sebenarnya perit menyiapkan filem ni. Tengok yang scene kejam-kejam tu kan, tu sampai 3 hari tu. Bayangkan kalau buat drama web-series siapa selesai 2 episode. Dia gaduh sana. Kita ni sebenarnya pelakon pun ramai ni. Sebab apa? Setiap orang ada karakter masing-masing.
He said this during a press conference after attending the exclusive screening of Gerahas 2.0 at TGV Surya KLCC in Kuala Lumpur today. Also present were SMG Chairman Dato' Nur Hayati Muhammad Ismail and TVS CEO Kushai Riabang. The event was also attended by the show's stars including Era Fazira, Dato' Hans Isaac, Din Maidin, Salina Saibi, Dato' Shaharon Anwar and Tisha Shamser. The series also features several Sarawak talents including Anding Indrawani, Emily Elizabeth and Marcella Sigai. Gerahas 2.0 follows high-risk missions led by DCP Dato' Helmi, played by Yusuf himself, alongside Inspector Anding, portrayed by Anding Indrawani. The unit is tasked with dismantling an organized crime syndicate as investigations expand following a cyber attack that cripples the nation's communication system. Since its debut in 1999, Gerahas has completed 20 seasons, with a total of 1,054 episodes aired. Gerahas 2.0 premieres on July 3rd, airing every Friday at 8:30 p.m. exclusively on TVS Channel 122, on MyTV, Astro and Unify TV, and the TVS Inspire app.
Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim confirms that negotiations regarding Sarawak's interim special grant are actively underway following the recent increase in Sabah's allocation from 600 million to 1.5 billion ringgit. Speaking to Parliament today, Anwar says an increase for Sarawak is warranted and will be approved in line with the spirit of the 1963 Malaysia Agreement. According to him, recent discussions with the Sarawak Premier are deliberately being kept quiet to allow both sides to focus entirely on the 1.8 billion ringgit port compensation payout.
Masih meneruskan rundingan dengan Sarawak dan dalam perundingan terkini dengan Premier baru-baru ini di Bintulu dan di Kuching, memang kita tidak umumkan kerana kita nak beri tumpuan kepada 1.8 bilion ringgit yang diberikan kepada Kerajaan Persekutuan julung-julung kalinya dalam sejarah. Dan saya telah berjaminan perundingan diteruskan dan memang wajar diberi peningkatan berdasarkan semangat perjanjian MA 63. Jadi ini akan diluruskan dalam masa secepat mungkin.
Anwar disclosed that direct discussions are being held between the Treasury Secretary General and the Sarawak State Secretary, as well as through the MA 63 Technical Committee chaired by Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Amar Fadilah Yusof. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister unveiled the new Malaysian International Passport today, featuring 94 security features. The passport was launched at the Parliament lobby, where Anwar received the first copy from Immigration Director General Datuk Zakaria Shaaban during the ceremonial handover. In a statement, the Home Ministry says the new passport marks a major step in strengthening the security of Malaysia's travel document, while offering greater convenience and added value to Malaysians. From July 1st, Malaysians aged 18 and above can apply for the new passport with a validity of 5 or 10 years. The ministry says the 10-year passport is expected to reduce renewal frequency, save time and make travel more convenient. The new passport will be rolled out in phases at 71 passport offices nationwide from July onwards. However, the public is advised not to replace valid passports unnecessarily, as existing passports remain valid until 6 months before their expiry date. Venezuela's devastating twin earthquakes have left a trail of destruction, with the death toll today climbing past 1,700. Rescuers are now desperately racing against time to find any remaining survivors buried under the rubble.
5 days after the back-to-back 7.2 and 7.5 magnitude quakes, hopes of finding survivors are rapidly fading. More than 1,700 people have been confirmed dead. Over 5,000 are injured, while the UN says around 50,000 people remain missing. NASA's preliminary satellite assessment estimates nearly 59,000 buildings were damaged or destroyed, leaving entire neighborhoods in ruins. In the hardest-hit state of La Guaira, recovery crews are shifting their focus from rescue to the grim task of recovering bodies. At a makeshift morgue near a port, hundreds of unidentified bodies are being stored as desperate families wait for news of their loved ones. But as relief operations continue, public frustration is growing over the government's response.
Aquí hay familia viva. Entonces, si no la buscamos, no vamos a tener soluciones. Tenemos que tener soluciones y empatía por los demás. Esos no son perros, son nuestras familias que están ahí.
5 días y al tercer día fue que vinieron y vienen todos y se sienten allá a tomarse fotos y después se van a las 6, 7 de la tarde y después ¿quién se queda? Nosotros sufriendo, esperando pensando en la esperanza de que nos van a ayudar y nunca nos ayudan. Ahí está mi hija encerrada.
27 countries have deployed almost 40 search and rescue teams, including more than 2,000 personnel and over 160 search dogs. Despite the official 72-hour survival window having passed, there was a rare moment of hope when a 21-year-old man was pulled alive from the rubble in the coastal town of Tanaguarena. The disaster is expected to affect around 7 million people, with the UN estimating economic losses of $6.7 billion, equivalent to 6% of Venezuela's GDP.
Gaza health officials today said Israeli strikes killed 5 people in the Palestinian territory on Monday. Al-Aqsa Hospital said 3 people were killed and several injured when an Israeli drone struck a group of civilians, adding that one of the victims was a child aged 8 years old. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency said the strike hit an area in Deir al-Balah in central Gaza.
طالع يجيب خبز يوم من المخبز واليهود قصفته واحنا في وعد هدنه احنا ماشيين في هدنه يعني في امان لكن ما فيش امان في غزه غزه اتدمرت يا عم الدول العربيه بتتفرج علينا يا عم الدول بتتفرج علينا ما حدش فزع لنا العالم كله بيتفرج علينا
والله ما يكسرونا والله ما يكسرونا والله ما يكسرونا كل حجر حينبني وكل شهيد يطلع بداله 1000 شهيد.
Later on Monday, Gaza Civil Defense Agency reported 2 people killed and more than 27 injured in an Israeli airstrike on a tent on Khan Yunis beach in the south of the territory. A ceasefire is in place in Gaza, but it has not ended the violence inflicted by Israel, and progress towards a final deal to end the genocide has stalled. At least 1,045 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza since the ceasefire took effect on October 10 last year. Get all the updates you need all in one app. TVS Inspire brings you live updates on events, news and programs. Available now on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. TVS Inspire will on your screen anytime, anywhere. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.